back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Phi and Golf. Now, at this point in the political, I guess, field, there has been a little bit of a movement. We're talking about the election commission that seems to be open up new position because the last committee has already finished their term back on the 19th of September. So there has been an opening for,
candidates.
Exactly, for anyone who would like to become the election commission, part of the election commission, obviously. Now, they open this up for the candidates since the 23rd, and it will run. Today is the last day, but as of yesterday, there has been 16 candidates already that think that they would like to compete for the position. Now, of course, at the end of the day, there would be only 3 people who would be able to be part of this commission. However, that would have to be done before the 17th of September, so of October, excuse me. So obviously at this point, out of 16 that we know of now, because don't forget today is the last day, so we might see more. However, interesting person, the number 16 of yesterday was actually Police General Wichien Potposi, who used to be the police chief as well. And he was actually a permanent secretary for the Transport Ministry. So obviously yesterday there's a lot of reporters interviewing him, asking him about why would he, decided to join this particular committee. He said that he would like to use his knowledge as well as his past experiences, not just as the former police chief, but also as the permanent secretary for the Transport Ministry, to actually use all those experiences and knowledge to a good use. And he believed that he's quite neutral in terms of in the political system. So he would like to work for the country and serve the country even more. And he believed that he's actually quite qualified for this particular position. Now, they say that at this point, 2 of the candidates will actually also be selected from the court as well, from the legal system side. And they say that this should be able to finalize with the new complete set of election commissioner. That would be in the beginning of December. So we probably see a little bit more. Now, there are a lot of people, like I have mentioned, that has joined this particular case. Obviously, at this point, we're going to have to wait and see whether or not all these 16 candidates would be able to join or who would be selected, because out of 16, or I believe that probably a few more will be for today that's coming in. So let's say 20 down to 3. That's quite a fierce competition. So you have to be able to, fight off a lot of people, that's for sure, for these 3 positions.
Speaking about the selection, the AC will have to wait and see. However, for the selection of senators, Kun Golf, there's no more waiting.
No waiting.
No waiting anymore.
Right. Well, we kind of know that.
Yeah.
That it's going to be passed anyway.
I didn't know that it would be that fast.
Well,
only a few hours.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
that
talking
is
about,
fast.
Yeah, I'm talking
no
about
one
the
stalled
third. No, I'm talking about that later. I'm talking about the third reading of the amendment bill on the composition of the senators, which has been held on Saturday and passed quite easily, 358 to 2 with 30 abstentions. The
To 2, wow.
To 2. The consideration started at around 10 a.m. on Saturday, and before the session began, Kun Jurin Raksana Visit, the opposition chief whip of the Democrat Party, also used his right to propose a debate on whether the voting session should be postponed, because the Constitution Court has already accepted the case, where the senators and Democrat parties had proposed the Constitution Court to
the
rule
40 senators group,
to rule on the legality of the amendment bill, and the court had already accepted for consideration. So they said that Kun Jurin and the Democrat Party said that this issue had to be postponed until the court has given its verdict. However, MPs of the Pheu Thai party opposed any further debate. House Speaker Kun Somsak Kietsuranont ordered to proceed on the voting session. At that time, Democrat MPs and some senators had walked out of the room. Another walkout, and before they walk out, there's a special gift for the House Speaker Kun Somsak Kietsuranont as well. They place a wreath in front of his bench. In protest against the order. Before walking out, Kun Yingluck Shinawatra, the Prime Minister, was in the chamber as well. However, after the walkout of the Democrat Party, the voting has been done.
Oh.
Yeah. And this particular...
That is why there's only two
opposing, yeah.
But that's the thing. I believe that even if the Democrat Party did not walk out,
they can't do anything either.
There's they're outnumbered. And we talked about that before, where Kun Chuwit actually jokingly said that even if he raised his two legs and all of them raised their legs, there's still not going to be enough.
And the issue here is because after the deliberation has already been done, the amendment bill has passed its third reading. They have to be presented to His Majesty the King for royal endorsement within 20 days.
And they have talked about that too, that they will try to stop it at that process. Right?
During these 20 days, because if the Constitution Court found that the process to pass this bill has violated the Constitution,
right,
all of them will be guilty for presenting this for royal endorsement.
Right, and there might have to be the dissolve of the party.
Dissolution of the party, and all of the MPs might have to be dissolved. Banned from politics.
For 5 years, I believe. But then the election commission that is still looking for this right now, they're not going to be ready until the beginning of December. And we obviously at this point, it's just kind of like, do I want to see more election? I don't know. It's such a waste of money. What do we want? Like, which direction? That's kind of quite frustrating at this point. We're not sure which direction Thai politics is going to go, but obviously we know that this senator thing is going to pass anyway.
And during this 20-day period, the Pheu Thai party seems to be out of patience. They couldn't wait any longer because Kun Suranan Wechachiwa, the secretary to the Prime Minister, said that the Prime Minister will present this for Royal Assent as soon as 1st of October, which is tomorrow.
Exactly. So unless the court rule
today.
Right now, I don't think that that's going to be the case, and the Prime Minister will actually put it together anyway. And don't forget, His Majesty the King, he doesn't intervene.
No.
Whatever has sent forth for His Majesty, he would sign it.
And that would be a very controversial issue.
Exactly, because obviously hands are tied at this point. All right, let's take a short break because Kun Chen will shed a little bit more lights into this particular case to see whether or not what the academic thinks about this, how about the NGOs and other private sector, the social, in social side at least, to see what they think about this particular issue. So please stay tuned.